guys. Everything we need is in this room. Everything we need is in this room. And understand this more so than anything else, okay? Understand this more than anything else. We can do what we want, we can be what we want. It's up to us. Nobody dictates to us, okay? Nobody does. We decide. You know what I decide? Jack! Where you at, Jack? All right, we took the PJ to Vegas.
One of the great rituals of the 2021 season, when Washington gets a win, they throw the stone at the board. It's David throwing the stone at Goliath. Now, as I've said a time or two, you actually got to be facing Goliath to make that work. They didn't exactly stare down a giant yesterday in the Raiders, Mike, but I like the fact that Jack Del Rio, who was treated so poorly by the Raiders, thrown overboard by the team as they secretly negotiated with John Gruden. A year after Del Rio had become the first coach to take the team to the playoffs since 2002. He had every right to be the one to throw the rock.
You know, as I've said many times, even sometimes when it's amicable, but a lot of times it's not. When a coach and or player is dismissed from a team or leaves a team and goes to another team, there's something about going back against that team. There is just, and you know what? Other players know it, other coaches know it, and they understand it for that person, because some maybe have been in it or they just get it. They understand that's kind of the reality of the business. And exacting a little bit of revenge in a physical sport is always fun to do, even though Jack's past his playing days and coaching now. You have to feel good for somebody like that. And listen, his defense has been stepping up. This defense, which has been much maligned early in the season, and deservedly so. You know, they certainly weren't living up. They have been living up as of late, holding any NFL team, again, to 15 points, especially, you know, a Raider team that earlier in the year had been scoring more and doing well, hadn't been doing it as of late. But as I said earlier, man, you're right. They didn't stare down a giant. But you know what they're doing? And you heard Ron say it, is they control. They're sitting in the 6th slot right now. That means you control. That means you keep winning, you're going to be in. And that's all you're looking for right now. So you find a way. And, boy, Taylor Heinicke and what he is doing to help lead this offense. Again, it's not a juggernaut offense, but it doesn't matter. Do just enough to win and move on to the next game. And keep yourself in it. Keep yourself in a position to control your own destiny. That's all you can ask for as a player and a coach and a team.
Brian Johnson, who just joined the team 5 days earlier, kicked the go-ahead 48-yard field goal with 37 seconds left. One of the players was quoted as saying, "I was so nervous, I don't even know the name of the kicker. I don't even know who he is." And they had to sit and wait for him to throw that touchdown. We've seen some Logan Thomas highlights, by the way. Bad news for Washington. He is believed to be done for the season with a torn ACL. That will hurt them moving forward. But Antonio Gibson is making the offense go. Taylor Heinicke is developing into a much better quarterback than I think anyone expected him to be. And they did enough to get it done. And now they got the Cowboys. It will be time to throw the rock at the board if they beat the Cowboys on Sunday, Mike, and move their way toward first place in the division. As I said earlier, they have two paths to that ticket to the postseason party. They can still win the division, or they can get a wild card. And what a huge game it's going to be this weekend when they face the Cowboys.
Well, I mean, listen, the Cowboys have not been running the ball like the juggernaut that they can be. The Washington defense is playing a hell of a lot better. The wide receivers for Dallas is certainly, between COVID and injury, they've missed some time. So we don't know where that Dallas offense is going to be. And they're kind of a Jekyll and Hyde as it's been. So, and Washington defensively is really kind of hitting their stride right now. Again, offensively, they're not going to score a ton of points, but they're playing well enough to it. That's where I'm excited on for this game, is that Washington defense, Jack Del Rio's led defense, against this Dallas offense and what we're going to get out of them.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.